Coach, thanks for taking a couple of minutes as we get ready here for the start of the season. Kind of a crazy all season. How are things looking for y'all? And I know that you're in a tough region. So what's kind of been the priority at getting ready for the season?
Well, since we've returned, we've focused on us, just like every other school around. You know, everybody's just proud to be here and spend time with the kids every day. And the kids have really shown a greater sense of appreciation, and they work hard, and they just appreciate one another and the time we have together. And you know, I feel like one of the silver linings, I guess you would say, is just the camaraderie gained from being together and the sense of appreciation. And you know, I don't know where we are as far as X's and O's. You ask if I feel like we were behind. We can't tell until we play. You know, normally this time we've had spring practice and 7-on-7 competition and line camps and even a scrimmage, and we're kind of going in blind, but so is everybody else. So you kind of have to treat the preseason games, the non-region games, as scrimmages, and you know, use that time to evaluate players and get better and work to stay healthy.
Well, I was going to ask you, you know, this is the first time I recall in 40 years watching high school football that there's been no spring or, scrimmages. How has that affected preparation? I know you touched on it a little bit, but maybe elaborate on that a little bit.
We like I said, we won't be able to tell until we line up and play somebody else. And you're truly going into the first game blind. And so you have to focus on individual players and prepare multiple players to play multiple positions, because you never know when you're going to shuffle the deck.
Have you reached out to maybe colleges? Because you know, this is colleges do this. They practice up to the first game. Is there a way to gather how to prepare in a situation like this?
No, I think the game's totally different. You know, when you look at colleges, they have the tremendous support staffs and the players that are specific to, you know, really one position, and they have a depth chart that's much more extensive than ours. So we focus on our individual players and just the time together and fundamentals, you know, blocking and tackling and protecting the football, and you know, understanding the rules of the game, and then just have them compete against one another. I know they're tired of competing against each other, but at the same time that they've been joyful out on the field, and it's been fun to watch.
Well, we're getting closer. We're a week out basically from being able to finally get a game in, and I know everything got pushed out. You're in a really tough region, but I think a lot of people are really looking forward to see what 8-4A is going to offer. You got you and Jefferson, and you know, Chestatee and North Oconee, East Hall. You went from a tough region into where people are expecting this to be a good region, and like you said, everybody is kind of the same. What do you think might be the deciding factor, if that's even measurable at this point? You say using these early games to get to the region. What are you going to be looking for?
Well, we're looking to get better each week and stay healthy and just truly progress throughout the season. And you know, we do have a tough region schedule, and we feel like we have a very tough non-region slate. The 4 games in front of the region are tough, so we need to get through that, focus on getting better each week, and then hopefully we're ready for region play. And you know, there's a million questions right now surrounding our game. You know, how are you going to handle sidelines, locker rooms, tickets in the stands? I mean, there are a million things that could be considered, you know, distractions, and so we have to narrow our focus and just concentrate on us.
Well, you said you know the camaraderie. I'm gathering that the excitement also is really starting to build. That you know we're actually going to have a season.
Yeah, it is, and then you know you also have the other side. Up until you know the meeting yesterday, you didn't know if the season was going to be postponed again, and there's been talk outside of our program about, you know, delays and further delays, and are you going to get to play? Are you going to play non-region games? Is it going to be a region-only slate? How are they going to handle the playoffs? We just have to focus on us and the fundamentals and prepare each day like we're going to, you know, play on September 4, and it's looking, you know, more and more realistic now. So the kids are excited, and they've been excited since they returned June 8th. And you know, when you shut down March 13th and haven't been able to train in the weight room like normal, and the speed and conditioning program, the track season, the things that you use to get better for football season, and then not to mention the rules and regulations we had to abide by in June and July. It was different, but the kids did a great job of working through it, and they're excited to be here together now.
All right. Well, Coach, we appreciate it. Good luck this season.
Thanks, Jeff.